With the number 43 pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Cole Kmet, the tight end out of Notre Dame. I got to give Mel Kiper Jr. some credit. This was his mock, and I think his very last two-round mock draft, he had Cole Kmet at pick number 43 going to the Chicago Bears. I will get, my thoughts on the grade in just a little bit, but just a little background. He's, in my opinion, he's the best tight end in this class. I know Tom Downey has him as his number 2 tight end, but I think he's solid. He's good all around. I think he's Kyle Rudolph with slightly more athleticism. He can block, he can run, he can catch. He's not going to wow you by any means, but this is a solid pick. I think they could have done better here. I would have gone Christian Fulton perhaps, but all in all, I like this selection. The Bears don't have their long-term answer at tight end. They just don't. If you think Jimmy Graham is going to save the day for the next half decade, that's not going to be the case. Cole Kmet has a chance to come in here and be out of Notre Dame, the Bears tight end for the foreseeable future. So I like this pick overall. I want you guys to give me your one-word reaction to the Bears pick of Cole Kmet. I'll say above average. That's the hyphenated one word there. Above average. Not great, not awesome. I think you could have gotten him at pick 50 potentially, but I do think it's an above average to good pick. Like I like this. I'll grade it in a little bit. I'll ask you guys to grade this pick as well, but go ahead and give me your one word reaction to the pick. A couple of shout outs here. Adam says need. Humble says trash. Henry says good. The Shy says needed. Overall, I think it's pretty positive. Someone says decent, okay. Yeah, it's above average. It's not an A+ by any means, but keep those coming in the comment section and answer what this one-word reaction to the pick is. So Cole Kmet is the selection for the Chicago Bears. I think he's the best tight end in this class. 43 grabs last year, 515 yards, 12 yards a catch, 6 touchdowns. Not the most explosive player, but he's good. Like I said, I think he's got his ceiling is slightly better than Kyle Rudolph. Say what you want about Kyle Rudolph, he's been pretty good for the Minnesota Vikings for a long time now. I like Rudolph a lot. I think that comp is good. I think Cole Kmet can be a 10-year pro at tight end for the Chicago Bears. And if you're getting a long-term starter in the middle of the second round, you're doing pretty good. Like the Bears tight end depth chart right now, yeah, it's better than last year, but that's not saying much. They released Trey Burton, obviously. They signed Jimmy Graham. They brought in Demetrius Harris. I think Harris slides to tight end 3. Cole Kmet, your tight end 2. I could see a lot of 2 tight end sets this year. Kmet's a better blocker than Jimmy Graham. That's for damn sure. So I think overall, I'm fairly pleased with this pick. I wonder if they could have gotten him at pick 50, but I think in the end, look, if you feel strongly about the tight end position, go get your guy, and that's what the Bears have done here. This isn't a risky pick. I think his floor is fairly high. I think at worst, he is a average starting tight end. At best, maybe he becomes a Pro Bowl type. I don't know. I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think he'll end up being a solid pro for 10 or 15 years. Like, that's just the type of athlete I think Kmet can be. And he is a good athlete because he started his college career as a baseball player as well for Notre Dame. So played multiple sports in college, broke onto the scene this year at Notre Dame as a tight end, and now he has earned a spot on the Chicago Bears. So grade the pick for me. Round 2, pick number 43, it's Cole Kmet, the tight end out of Notre Dame. A, B, C, D, or F. I'll give it a B. It's above average. Average is a C. Above average to good is in that B range. A is excellent. It's not an A because tight end to me isn't the top need. I think offensive line and corner are bigger needs, but it's a good pick. I'll give it a B. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I'll get a couple of Chicago Bears. Keep those rolling in as we grade the pick. Bears jerseys are on sale. Cole Kmet jersey will be available very, very soon when you go to this link. It's chatsports.com/Bears1. Chatsports.com/Bears1. That is the link you can go to. Go to that link. You can get a Bears jersey. Lots of different Bears jerseys on sale, including their new draft picks. You got to give it a little bit of time, but they will be up there and available at chatsports.com/Bears1. That link is in the comments. It's in the description. Go ahead and take advantage of a jersey sale today. you look at the Bears' offseason profile, so they've added a tight end in Cole Kmet. It's a bigger need than a wide receiver in my opinion. You know, I think you get a long-term potential starter in Kmet. So you pair him with Jimmy Graham. You got your 1-2 punch at tight end this year. I'm sweating after that pick. I was hyped up for it. I was waiting for it. In the end, I think it was a good selection for the Chicago Bears. So we'll see what they do at pick 50, but at pick number 43, I think you have to feel pretty good about what the Bears have done with that pick. I gave it a solid B. It's not an A. I would have gone Christian Fulton, but I understand getting a tight end in there. Hey, maybe the Bears are confident Fulton or Diggs falls to you at 50. And if they do, that is a great pick for the Chicago Bears. So go ahead and continue to get your grades of Cole Kmet down in the comment section and get yourself a Bears jersey at chatsports.com/Bears1. Chatsports.com/Bears1. That's how you can get a Bears jersey on sale, including the new draft picks just shortly after they are selected. Our partner Fanatics typically gets their jersey up there. You can pre-order it, and once their number is confirmed, they will send it your way. So Cole Kmet is the pick. He is just 21. He's a young player. That's what I like about him, too. Came out after his junior season, freshman and sophomore year. Didn't do much, but then broke out. I love his size, 6'5", 260. You get Nick Foles and or Mitch Trubisky, a young, solid option at the tight end position. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think it's a solid pick. It's a safe pick. I don't think Cole Kmet's going to bust, so I think it's a pretty safe pick, which is not always the route that Ryan Pace has gone. So in the end, I think this is a good selection for the Chicago Bears. 515 yards last year, 6 receiving touchdowns. I think he was more of a late second round grade for me personally. But middle of the second round, you're splitting hairs at that point. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good option for the Chicago Bears. It's a safe pick. I think he's still improving as a player. As we saw last year, this was by far his best year in college. So Cole Kmet going to the Bears at pick number 43 is certainly a decent option. So go ahead and predict Cole Kmet's stats in 2020. Go ahead and predict them down below. Hard to say, right? Because what is Jimmy Graham's role going to be? Is he the primary starter? Is there a lot of 2 tight end sets? How about 400 yards and 4 touchdowns? Can we get that from Kmet? Between 300 and 400 yards and 4 touchdowns as a rookie? I think that would be great. I think the better thing is, can Graham and Kmet combine for 700 to 800 yards and 7 or 8 touchdowns? Like, I don't know if they'll combine for 1,000 plus, but can you get 800 yards and 8 touchdowns out of Kmet and Graham? I think that would be an excellent result for the Chicago Bears. So go ahead and predict Cole Kmet's stats in 2020. He is the Bears selection at number 43 overall. I plug him in as tight end 2. I think he'll have a chance to challenge for tight end 1 and compete for snaps with Jimmy Graham. I think he's definitely a better blocker than Jimmy Graham, even as a rookie. Graham's never been a blocker, especially later in his career. Graham is, hey, in the red zone, we're going to feature you. In key situations, third downs, you're a good option for Nick Foles or Trubisky. Demetrius Harris, I think he's a good third tight end, so he slides down a spot. Cole Kmet slides in as tight end number 2. I think you can do some intriguing things with this offense in 2 tight end looks. I'm excited about the potential of it. I wish they would have seen if he was going to be available at pick number 50, but in the end, I think this is an above-average pick for the Chicago Bears. We hope this is an above-average YouTube channel. We're approaching 6,000 subscribers thanks to a lot of you guys. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. More subs equals more videos. Pretty simple formula right there. So if you guys subscribe, if we get more of them, get to 6,000 subs pretty soon, trying to get there by the end of the day today, or at least by the end of the draft, then we'll keep increasing our content. We're already putting out videos almost every single day. So go ahead, hit that big red subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Also, can I get some more Twitter followers? I'm struggling a little bit. I still haven't hit 1,000. I'm at 833 as we sit right now. There's over 300 of you guys watching on YouTube. Can we get, let's at least get me to, I don't know, can we get me to 875 right now? About 40 of you guys follow me. Get me to 875. I want to get to 1,000, but go ahead and follow me on Twitter. It's at HGramNFL. Again, one more time, that's at HGramNFL. All right, I'll get some shout-outs of some of you guys following me here on Chicago Bears Now in just a moment. Follow me at HGramNFL on Twitter. Jaden Kapanik, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. I would greatly appreciate it. Get me to 1,000 Twitter followers if you guys can help me out. I'll shout out some of you guys that follow me on Twitter. I'm at 833 followers as of now, trying to get to 1,000 at least by the end of the NFL draft, if not by the end of day 2. So go ahead and give me a follow. Jaden already gave me a follow. Jack gave me a follow as well. So a couple of you guys giving me follows. I greatly appreciate that. Here it comes. Sometimes Twitter takes some time. All right. 150 Dream Team gave me a follow. Nate gave me a follow. Greatly appreciate you guys. Nick Perry also followed me. Like I mentioned, Jaden already. So 4 or 5 new followers coming in. So we're going to get to 1,000 together. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at HGramNFL. I'll shout you guys out throughout the night.